Welcome back to another episode of our Slow English podcast. I am very happy that you are here today. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Thank you for choosing to learn, to grow, and to practice English with me. Today's episode is special. In this session, we will train with 100 daily conversation phrases. These are real phrases, natural phrases, phrases you can use anytime you speak English. With friends, with coworkers, with strangers, in shops, in messages, in simple conversations, and in deep ones. I will speak slowly, very slowly. I will repeat the phrases. I will ask you to shadow me. You will hear a phrase, and then you will repeat it calmly, confidently, at your own pace. By the end of this episode, you will understand these phrases deeply. You will feel them in your mouth. You will hear them in your mind. And you will be able to use them in real conversations. So take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Let's learn together. Let's begin. Section 1. Why these phrases matter. Why do these phrases matter? Why are we learning them slowly, carefully, one by one? Because daily conversation is the heart of communication. It is the place where English becomes real. It is the place where you stop learning about English and start using English. You probably know this feeling. You understand English when you listen. You understand English when you read. But when you try to speak, your mind becomes too full. Your mouth becomes too quiet. You search for words. You lose time and you feel stuck. Have you felt that way? Many learners do. You are not alone. So, what is the solution? The solution is simple. You need ready-made phrases. You need conversation blocks. Little pieces of language you can use anywhere. Small structures that carry big meaning. Phrases that help you start, continue, and finish a conversation. Think about it. When you speak your first language, you don't build every sentence from zero. You use patterns. You use familiar expressions. Your brain chooses what it already knows. English works the same way. That's why today's practice is powerful. We will learn phrases you can use today, not tomorrow, not next month, today. And we will practice them slowly, with repetition, with shadowing, so your brain can store them, so your mouth can feel them, so your confidence can grow. Another reason these phrases matter is simple. They fit almost every situation. Meeting someone, asking for help, expressing an opinion, starting a conversation, ending a conversation, sharing feelings. checking information, showing interest, being polite, being natural. These phrases make you sound friendly, respectful, clear, confident, not perfect, and that's okay. Not native, and that's okay too. Just real, just connected, just human. So today, we train slowly. We train with intention. We speak with care. And we grow step by step. Are you ready? Let's begin the first practice phase. Section 2, First Practice Phase. 100 Phrases for Daily Conversation, Part 1. Slow, natural, shadow-friendly. I'll say the phrase, you repeat after me. Let the words move gently. Take your time. Set 1. Starting conversations. Hi, how's your day going? Now you repeat. Good to see you again. Now you repeat. How have you been? Now you repeat. What are you up to today? Now you repeat. Do you have a minute? Now you repeat. Can I ask you something? Now you repeat. Is this a good time to talk? Now you repeat. I wanted to check in with you. Now you repeat. Can we talk about something small? Now you repeat. I'd love to hear your opinion. Now you repeat. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Good job. Set 2. Asking for information. Could you help me with this? Now you repeat. Do you know where this is? Now you repeat. Can you explain that again? Now you repeat. What do you mean by that? Now you repeat. Could you speak a little slower? Now you repeat. Can you show me an example? Now you repeat. Where can I find this place? Now you repeat. Who should I talk to about this? Now you repeat. Is there anything I should know? Now you repeat. Can you tell me what happens next? Now you repeat. Good. You're speaking clearly. Let's continue. Set 3. Daily activities and routines. I usually start my day early. Now you repeat. I'm getting ready for work. Now you repeat. I need a short break. Now you repeat. I'm just finishing something. Now you repeat. Let me check my schedule. Now you repeat. I'll get back to you soon. Now you repeat. I'm on my way right now. Now you repeat. I need a little more time. Now you repeat. Let's continue this later. Now you repeat. I'm done for today. Now you repeat. Beautiful. You're doing great. Set 4. Expressing feelings and thoughts. I'm feeling pretty good today. Now you repeat. I'm a bit tired, but I'm okay. Now you repeat. I'm not sure about that. Now you repeat. Let me think for a moment. Now you repeat. I like this idea. Now you repeat. I'm a little confused. Now you repeat. That makes sense to me. Now you repeat. I see what you mean. Now you repeat. I completely understand you. Now you repeat. I'm happy you told me that. Now you repeat. Set 5. Social conversations. That's interesting. Now you repeat. Really? Tell me more. Now you repeat. How did that happen? Now you repeat. What was that like for you? Now you repeat. That sounds exciting. Now you repeat. That must have been difficult. Now you repeat. I appreciate you sharing that. Now you repeat. I didn't know that. Now you repeat. Thanks for letting me know. Now you repeat. Let's stay in touch. Now you repeat. Take one more slow breath. You're doing wonderful work. We have practiced 50 phrases so far. Now let's move into a deeper practice, a mini story, a personal situation, a real moment you can imagine. Section 3, Mini Story, My Morning Routine. Now, imagine this story. Picture it slowly. Feel the rhythm. Shadow each sentence with me. Every morning, I wake up early. Now you repeat. I open my eyes and take one deep breath. Now you repeat. The room is quiet. Now you repeat. The light is soft. Now you repeat. I sit up slowly because I don't want to rush. Now you repeat. I stretch my arms a little. Now you repeat. I say to myself, this is a new day. Now you repeat. Then I stand up and walk to the kitchen. Now you repeat. I make a cup of warm coffee. Now you repeat. The smell makes me feel calm. Now you repeat. While the water boils, I prepare my breakfast. Now you repeat. Some days it's fruit. Now you repeat. Some days it's bread. Now you repeat. Some days nothing at all, just coffee. Now you repeat. I turn on some soft music. Now you repeat. Or sometimes I listen to an English podcast. Now you repeat. Yes, just like you are doing now. Now you repeat. I sit at the table. I eat slowly. I enjoy the quiet moment. Now you repeat. After breakfast, I check my messages. Now you repeat. I look at my schedule for the day. Now you repeat. If the day looks busy, I remind myself to stay calm. Now you repeat. If the day looks easy, I smile and feel grateful. Now you repeat. Then I choose my clothes. Now you repeat. I get ready for work. Now you repeat. Before I leave the house, I take one more deep breath. Now you repeat. I say to myself, you can do this. Now you repeat. And finally, I walk out the door, ready for a new day. Now you repeat. Reflection inside the story. You see, my friend, this story is simple, but it is real, and it is full of common phrases. Phrases you can use every day. Shadowing these lines helps you build a gentle, natural flow. It helps you speak without stopping. It helps you think in English. While living your life, you are doing well. Let's continue. Section 4. Next phase. At work in the afternoon. We continue with new phrases, new examples, and another short story. Set 6. Work and daily tasks. I'm working on it right now. Now you repeat. I'll send it to you soon. Now you repeat. Do you need it today? Now you repeat. Let me double check that. Now you repeat. I'll take care of it. Now you repeat. Can we talk about this later? Now you repeat. I have a meeting soon? Now you repeat. I'll update you later today. Now you repeat. That sounds like a good plan. Now you repeat. Let's work on this together. Now you repeat. Mini story. A simple afternoon at work. It's the afternoon. Now you repeat. The office is quiet. Now you repeat. The sun is soft and the room feels warm. Now you repeat. I open my laptop and check my emails. Now you repeat. There is a message from a coworker. Now you repeat. She asks, "Can you help me with something?" Now you repeat. I write back, "Sure, I'm happy to help." Now you repeat. We meet near the window. Now you repeat. She explains the problem slowly. Now you repeat. I listen carefully. Now you repeat. I say, "Let me check this for you." Now you repeat. Together we find the solution. Now you repeat. She smiles and says, "Thank you so much." Now you repeat. I answer, "No problem at all." Now you repeat. Later, I take a short break. Now you repeat. I drink some water. Now you repeat. I walk outside for 1 minute of fresh air. Now you repeat. The afternoon feels calm. Now you repeat. I return to my desk and finish my tasks. Now you repeat. At the end of the day, I feel good. Now you repeat. I feel grateful for a simple, peaceful afternoon. Now you repeat. You're doing amazing. Let's keep going. Set 7. Ending conversations politely. It was nice talking to you. Now you repeat. Thanks for your time. Now you repeat. Let's talk again soon. Now you repeat. I'll message you later. Now you repeat. Take care, okay? Now you repeat. Have a great rest of your day. Now you repeat. See you next time. Now you repeat. Speak to you soon. Now you repeat. Let's keep in touch. Now you repeat. Have a good evening. Now you repeat. Wonderful. Deep breath. Let's continue. Section 5. Reflection plus self-practice. Now, my friend, it's your turn to speak more freely, not repeating me, not shadowing every word. This time, you speak about your own life. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need big vocabulary. You just need honesty and simple words. Let me guide you. Reflection questions. Listen to each question. Pause the episode if you want. Speak slowly, speak clearly, speak for yourself. How did your morning start today? Describe it in 3 to 5 simple sentences. What is one small thing that made you feel good today? Say it out loud. What is something you want to learn or improve? How do you usually start conversations with people? Which of the 70 phrases feel most useful for your life? What do you usually do in the afternoon? How do you end conversations politely? Take your time. There is no pressure, no rush. Your English does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be real. Your daily practice invitation. Now imagine your own day. Imagine your own conversations. Try to say 5 sentences about your day. 1 sentence about how you feel. 1 sentence about something you need to do. 1 sentence about someone you want to talk to. 1 sentence about your progress in English. 1 sentence about something you're grateful for. Speak slowly, be kind to yourself. Even 1 sentence is progress. Even 1 quiet practice session grows your fluency. Remember, every time you speak, you are training your brain. You are training your tongue. You are training your confidence. You are learning to live in English, not just study it. Section 6, Closing Message. We are now at the end of today's episode. You practiced slowly. You repeated each phrase. You shadowed with patience. You learned new words. You imagined new situations. You trained your mind and your voice. Today, you didn't only learn English, you used English. You lived inside the language. You practiced real conversation. You practiced calm thinking. You practiced confidence. Remember this: fluency comes from small steps, not big steps, not fast steps, small steps, repeated many times. Every phrase you repeated today became a little stronger in your memory. Every sentence you spoke became a little more natural. Every minute of slow practice became a gift to your future self. You are growing. You are improving. You are moving forward. And I am proud of you. If you want, you can come back to this episode tomorrow. Shadow again. Repeat again. Let the phrases become part of your everyday English. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your time. Thank you for showing up. You are not just learning English. You are becoming someone who speaks English, someone who communicates with confidence, someone who grows with patience. Take a deep breath, smile a little, and carry this calm English feeling into the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, my friend, and keep going one sentence at a time.